Hey, how you doing, internet? This is Donald Wonder. Meant to be on hiatus, but you know what? I've got advice all across the board. YouTube friends, YouTube SEO advisors that consistency is better than quality. Keep doing your reviews. People still want to see you do stuff, even though you're on hiatus. I just don't have the time to edit. So, welcome to what I like to call hiatus mode. And I'm going to keep doing this until I come off the hiatus. So, people, at least we're still going to have reviews. Let's put all that to one side. And now I want to talk today about Joe Hill's book turned into a movie. I watched both. So let's talk about both. And then we look at the camera. We're going to talk about horns.
Tyro Media.
Okay, so Horns is a book that I read a couple of months ago, and it's like a supernatural dark comedy thriller horror. It's a lot of genres, and it's about a when the book starts, it's about a young man who's accused of murdering his girlfriend. His girlfriend is found murdered, and the whole town accuses him of doing the murder. It's slowly revealed why, but without going into too many spoilers, he's not. He had a little argument with his girlfriend the day before she died. So, and he was the last one that was seen with her. Now, the real crux of the film, what makes this film interesting, the reason why it's called Horns, is a few days after her death, he starts to grow these horns on his head, and whenever he meets someone and they see his horns, they start telling him the truth. They just start rambling about shit that their innermost desires, their innermost crazy thoughts, and that's where the dark comedy element comes from in this movie. Hearing people come up to him and just tell him that, hey, I want to fuck this girl right now, or hey, I just want to commit murder, stuff like that. And obviously, at first, it throws him off, but then he comes to use the power to find out who murdered his girlfriend, and that's basically the plot line. He uses the horns to find out who murdered his girlfriend as he slowly evolves into something maybe supernatural. Now, I read the book first a couple of months ago. I thought the premise was really interesting. That's why I read the book in the first place. And the book, it was good. One of the things I really liked about the book is it cut to the chase. About 1/3 into the book, you find out who actually murdered, who was the real murderer. So it's not, he didn't do it. Let me just put that out there, but it's kind of obvious he didn't do it. But they kind of reveal early in the book who actually murdered the person and why. But then the book goes into a flashback. And the way it implemented the flashback was I didn't really like the way it was implemented. It felt very, very sharp. It wasn't very fluid. Then when it comes back to present day and it continues, it was still enjoyable. It was still good. But the last third of the book was a mess, I have to say. After the very last confrontation the main character has with the killer or whatever, there was this epilogue of the tree house, and I don't know what the hell. It was just not executed very well. Overall, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the dark comedy elements of the book. I thought it had this really good thing about people and innermost desires. It had a little thing about social media and everyone just crucifying this guy. And the actual story itself with this guy and his girlfriend and his friends and the past and stuff, overall, it was interesting. But something in the book, the execution just, at the end, it really let me down. And honestly, the main character, he got his ass handed to him so much in that book. At times, it wasn't even, I just thought it was ridiculous. For someone who had these horns and had these powers, he had so many supernatural powers in the book. I was like, man, why are you getting your ass handed to you? But some of it was down to him just being a nice guy, whatever. But anyway, let me just wrap this up. The book was okay, but the ending to the book just left me feeling, what the fuck happened at the end? I didn't even understand what the hell happened. Let's move on to the movie. The movie stars Daniel Radcliffe, Harry Potter. This is one of his best departures from what he's usually been doing. He did this other movie, Woman in Black, and he did this other romantic comedy this year. I think Daniel Radcliffe is a really good actor. I was very disappointed with those other two films. I think he still acted well in them, but I just think he could have done better. This is a very good, diverse role for him to choose, and I was very happy with this movie. I was very happy with this adaptation, I can't lie. Daniel Radcliffe did a fantastic job in this movie, I have to say. The story in the movie form is a little bit rushed and is very altered. But what they changed in the movie actually made it much more streamlined. So I actually liked the movie more than the book. Yeah, I think it was executed a lot better, and I'm really happy. Daniel Radcliffe, really, his accent was good. By the way, he was the best performer in the movie. But the movie had a lot of good actors actually. The girl's father, the friend. I think the actors were okay overall, but Daniel Radcliffe really impressed me. He did a really good accent. He emoted really well. The movie's comedy elements were really good. It's even better hearing people expose their true feelings to him. And there's some visual stuff here that are really good. The visual effects of the horns, 60-40. 60-40. It looks kind of fakeish, but it's good enough for what it is. And at the end, the transformation, it was okay. It wasn't terrible. You know what? Overall, let me just sum this up. The movie, I was impressed with the movie, I have to say. I think they did a really good job. A lot of it is changed in the book, but I think it's just simplified, executed much more smoothly. And I think Daniel Radcliffe, this was a really good pick for Daniel Radcliffe as well. The movie is a good, fun horror movie with a bit of romance. And it's a bit sweet with a lot of violence, a lot of gore. I think it's a fun movie overall. I think it's a good adaptation in the book. This is one of them times I'd actually recommend the movie over the book, to be honest with you, because the book I just had too many problems with here and there. The movie is much more simplified, gives you pretty much the same thing the book does, just slightly rearranged. But I was happy with it. So that's Horns, man. I was really impressed. Daniel Radcliffe, very good job, very good job, man. I'm very happy for you as a fellow Brit. You're doing good, son. Keep it up. So anyway, people, welcome to Hiatus Mode. I'm going to be doing more reviews like this. Do apologise for the quality. When I have the time to return to full-blown Tyro medium mode, trust me, I'll do it. But you know what? Consistency is better than just going straight off hiatus with no content. So let me know what you think. Let me know if you like these videos or not. We'll see how it goes, people. But until then, Donald Wonder. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Peace. I've got to get used to doing this on the camera now, on my laptop.